What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy with JMed's Brickclicks. I just finished a project. It's the Notre Dame Cathedral that Lego came out with last summer or so. I actually went there in 1998 as part of a foreign language trip with the school. It's been a long time since since then, but anyway, yeah, they had the big fire several years ago. It just reopened. I was watching a thing on TV about all the new projects and all the new things that they've done to it, so it made me want to buy it. So I ended up getting it on Black Friday, got a good deal on it. Let's take a look at it. I've got it down here, and yeah, there we go. All right, so here's the front of it. It's kind of built, it's a micro scale, but it's like super micro scale because it's so big. You come up, that's a printed piece. You actually get 3 of those printed pieces, and you can see just some of the details on it. We got our top. Come back just for a size comparison. Let's grab a base plate just so you can see how tall this is compared to a 32 by 32 plate. All right, so there you go, just under that for the 2 towers. The steeple itself, yeah, it's a little bit shorter. So size comparison, there you go. We've got that printed piece as well. That's the only printed tile. And then though you get 3 of those, there's the other one, and the other one's on the opposite side. So 4 total printed pieces, only unique to this set as of right now. I wouldn't be surprised if we get that piece in maybe some future sets. Yeah, I don't know. The trees, this seems to be the standard now. A couple years back, I saw this, and that's kind of the standard for the micro scale trees and bushes. Got so many details. The biggest thing on this is there's like no flat, just blocky pieces. So I know when we're taught as kids, if you start building as a kid, just start building, and you use a bunch of bricks. And you have a lot of big flat edges. And the one thing I've noticed really kind of with the modular buildings as well, there's no just big flat spots other than the sides where you're going to set it beside another modular. And this is really cool how they've done this, the rounded part like that. I'll take some notes on that for sure going forward for some future build projects. If you've seen my videos in the past, I just did a huge 9,000 plus build cathedral. I got the plaque right here. I just got to build a frame around it. And that's what it looked like. Check out the videos on the channel. But that was 9,000 parts. This is just over 4,300 parts. And it's maybe a quarter of the size. So there's so many 1x1s and these little tiny pieces. Those candlestick pieces going all the way around. Never knew this. You got the 12 statues for the 12 apostles, and supposedly you're supposed to put one of them facing in so he can look up at the top of the steeple. Didn't know that. There's a lot of cool little aspects in the instruction booklet that kind of teach you that. Now, this comes off. It's all one piece for the most part, pretty easy. We can look down in there. So I've seen people put light kits in this thing. Problem is the light kit's like $100 or more, and I don't want to spend that on something this small. So there's other options. I mean, I could get some little rope lights or some kind of small flashlight and just stick it down in here just for a temporary thing, just to see. It does have windows, but there's no color on the windows. They're just clear or a dark, I think it's trans brown is the actual color. But yeah, you can see there, it's all clear. There's no coloration, so you're not gonna have a stained glass, real stained glass look to it. So one downfall, it's kind of plain if you light it up, unless you're using colored lights. And I hadn't really seen that in any of the kits. Here's what the top part looks like. I guess here's where Quasimodo supposedly lives. I had to throw out the reference. So yeah, like I said, I was here in 1998, in July, and oh man, it was cold. I think the high was like 55 that day, and most of the time we were in Paris in July. It was cool being there where it didn't get dark till after 10 o'clock at night. So I guess that was a bonus because you had really long days because it's so far north compared to where I am in Missouri. I think this is more on par with like Seattle or Vancouver on a longitude or latitude. So I guess there's that. But wow, I can't imagine living there because it was so cold. And then going to Versailles and then having all these amazing flowers and everything. I'm like, man, how do you guys get all this stuff to grow? Because I can't imagine the growing season being super long. But anyway, really cool set. Just a short video to show this 4,300 piece build. It is a challenge on the fingers, just like most Technic sets are. I think there's 34 bags to this set. And yeah, just little things that all just click in. And like that's it's just a very impressive build. So it'll go on one of the shelves for sure. I don't know if Lego will ever do another church religious structure. But anyway, I guess just because of the aspect of this being a marvel from an engineering standpoint, and when you build this, you actually kind of build it the way it was built in real life, and the sections and the booklet shows you you're building this. This is when it was built in this era or in this century. Over the several centuries this thing took to build and then be updated. So, I guess with that being said, thanks for watching, everyone. If you have any questions, let me know, and we'll see you in the next one.